Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Ink It. I'm Gunnar, and today I'm joined with Leah.
Hello.
And my dad.
Hi.
So today we're going to be going over all of the Amethyst cards, now that they are all out.
Hopefully I'll say that right. I'll probably catch myself saying purple, but yes, Amethyst.
Yeah,
I've got it down. I've been practicing.
Yeah. So we are actually, if everything goes according to plan, this will be going out, the day we leave for Gen Con?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all pretty hyped.
Oh,
I
yeah,
am
so
excited. I'm so excited to meet, all the content creators and all the other people that are in this space.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see everybody and to see all the cards, in person. I think that'll make it feel more real.
And let's hope that we get some product to open up, because that will be a blast. If not, though, we did just, right before we recorded, we're cutting up some cards, some proxies. I have 812 proxies printed up, 4 of everything that I'm putting in inner sleeves in front of Pokemon cards, and Gunnar is trying to get his cards cut up, and Leah's just like, I'm just going to play whatever I have when I go.
Yes.
And hopefully the starter decks. I'm sure a lot of people will be throwing games with starter decks crazy, so... But yeah, we are all pretty hyped. We're gonna actually vlog it. So we're gonna do a video blog of the whole trip. So you'll see from all 3 of our perspectives. So we're excited to put that video out as well and introduce you to content creators and maybe see some content creators that you follow that we just have some interactions with. So woohoo! But let's get to the cards, right?
Yep. So our first card up for today is Anna, the heir to Arendelle. And I personally think she is... Well, she's good if you have Elsa. Without Elsa, she's kind of just run-of-the-mill 4-cost card. You kind of have to have Elsa in play already to make her good.
What do you rank her, though?
Oh, yeah.
Just so you guys know, I forgot about that. We've been doing rankings. That's kind of what these videos are. It's like a 1 through 5, so we're just kind of giving our initial thoughts. I mean, we've played more games each review that we do. We've played a few more games with the colors. But this is just basically our initial reviews. We'd love to reapproach it in right before chapter 2 and just see if we'd change some of the ratings. But yeah, it's a 1 through 5. Leah does art. So yes. Leah just kind of gives what her art opinion is of the card. Me and Gunnar are just giving our overall opinion. So take that for what it's worth. We thought 3 is kind of either way. We can't decide. 4 is, it's pretty good. 5 is, wow, this is a great card. 2 is, well, it's not middle, but it's not great. And then 1 is trash. So Gunnar, what do you give?
I'm just gonna give Anna a 3 because she's boring without Elsa, and she's pretty good with her.
Yeah. Leah, what's that art look like?
With the foiled option on there, I think it's absolutely gorgeous with everything glowing and the snow fractals everywhere.
Is that what that's called? A snow fractal?
Something like that. I don't know.
That's what the song says.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Let It Go says, so I kind of just assumed.
It actually looks like it's snowing, too.
It is, yeah.
It does, yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Cool. We'll have a quick one on this. I'm just going to give it a 2 because it's kind of worthless without Elsa. I mean, not worthless. It's a 2-4. It does quest for 2. But I just feel like it really needs Elsa in play. Yeah. There are 3 Elsas, so that is one thing that there are a lot of them. But yeah, I don't find it the best card that there is, and so I'm just gonna give it a 2. So for all you Frozen lovers, I'm sorry.
And the other thing is, even though there are 3 Elsas, only one of them
would be played.
Yeah,
before.
Can really be out before her.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure of that.
And our next card up is Archimedes. The highly educated owl.
Yep, and I guess I get this one to rate first. 2-2, pretty vanilla. Lots of flavor text. I think that's one of the longest flavor texts that there is.
Oh yeah.
I just think there's a lot of things that I would play in any color I would combo with this too before I would play Archimedes. So I'm actually going to give Archimedes just a 2, too. I'm starting out with the low end here, so just another 2. All right, Leah, what do you got on the art?
The art's pretty basic. I mean, it's cool that you have the house in the background for him.
Yes.
But other than that, there's not a whole lot to him. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 2 as well. Just because thinking about just other 1-drops in purple, you have Baby Maleficent, which is like it's a great 1 cost.
Yeah.
So and I think I'm just giving him a 2.
We even talked about this a little bit, that this seems a little easier to review these cards today, just because purple, there's been a lot of it around.
Yeah, purple's been around, like, it's been one of the biggest ones since the beginning.
And so, yeah.
And our next card up is Dr. Facilier, Agent Provocateur. How do you say that?
I'm not
I mean,
sure.
I think that's as close as
Yeah,
that.
I'm pretty sure it's Agent Provocateur.
But we have another Floodborn, which is cool.
Yeah, no, another one. He has Shift 5 and his ability into the shadows. Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand.
So 1 cost more for a Mickey Mouse, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he... Oh, and he also has 3 lore, which is great.
Yeah, that's
the 3
nice.
lore. If you can get him out turn 5 with his shift ability, I think he is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him a 4. I think he's really good if you get him out turn 5.
Leah?
That art is so wicked
Such
cool.
a good art.
So freaking cool. I love it. I have to give it a 5. All of the detail and everything.
A lot of the Floodborn cards are just really good art, and even like the foil looks amazing.
The foil, even without the foil, it looks really cool.
But the foil for this is so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I was set on a 4 with this, and then I just started thinking how great this card is. Like how great this card is in a blue combo. So you ramp up, and possibly even if you don't have a facility, like you literally can get him out maybe turn 3 or 4, even with 7 cost. And then my thought is all the little minions you could put with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
What did it say? It says whenever one of your other characters is banished. Oh, it's in a challenge, so it doesn't really help with like the Tinkerbell problem. Because that is not a challenge.
It has to be challenged. So like Smash wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Let It Go would still get rid of it.
I'm going to put it back down to a 4 actually, just because of that. Because I mean, more I think about it, that does kind of stink. But yeah, still a good card.
And then our next card up is another Dr. Facilier, but this time it just says Charlatan under his name.
Yeah.
And I get this one. This guy, I mean, again. Same thing with Archimedes. Like, there's a lot of other cards and different colors and inks, and in this ink that I would play over him. But he's got that Challenger too, which is kind of cool, and he's got that big body, so you can kill some things with him early. So you put him out, you can get rid of some 2/2s. You can get rid of 2 2/2s with him, and yeah. So I'd go 3, 3.5. We'll go 3.5. Leah?
I'm gonna give it. The art's cool, but I don't think it's as cool as the last one.
No.
So I'm gonna go with a 3.
Gotcha.
That seems fair. I like back in the early days when he was like one of. I feel like I thought he was like a great purple card, but now that we have the whole set out, he's not a card that would make it into really any of my purple decks. So I think for that I'm gonna put him down to a 2.5.
Yeah. Makes sense. For sure.
Yeah. And then our next card up is a third Dr. Facilier.
I got 3 of him in here.
So this one is Dr. Facilier, Remarkable Gentleman. And this one, he has an ability, Dreams Made Real. Whenever you play a song, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one on the top of your deck and the other on the bottom. Which is, doesn't develop your brain in the blue.
Yep.
So it's
well, you just look at the top card. I think all you do is look at the top card of that. So this gives you 2 more. Like it gives you 2 cards to look at.
It's kind of like develop your brain in that sense, and then he just has 1 ink and 2 attack. So really, he's basically just the other one. Like he's basically the one that we talked about before this.
Except he costs more.
Yeah, he costs more, and he has an ability.
And when you attack into him, you're doing 2 damage.
Yeah,
and he's got an ability. So what do you think?
I'm gonna just put him at a 3 because I think he is better than the one before this.
So I was looking at it and I was thinking it was pretty basic. There's not much in the background or anything. But then I started to look at it, and with him holding the cards, and then in the song Friends on the Other Side, he says, the cards will tell. I thought that was a really neat detail because you're looking at the top 2 of your cards to see what they tell you.
Oh, and he's holding
He
2.
is
Yeah, and he's holding
two.
2. So
That's really cool.
just because of that little detail, I have to give him a 4.
This is why we have Leah rate the art.
And I know,
not
and
us.
I know that like I'm bad because I haven't watched this Princess and the Frog, right?
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
well,
love
I've watched
Princess
it.
and
It's
the
been so
Frog.
long ago. Like the purple thing's kind of like a see in the future thing, or what is that? Is that his cane of or whatever?
I honestly go to sleep with this movie a lot, but I fall asleep with the movie because I love it. But so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Sorry. I think it is like a crystal ball type thing.
I'm really doing a lot of 2s this one, but for 3 costs, I'm gonna play Baby Mal or Big Mal like all the time compared to this.
Yeah.
The
Big Maleficent.
I'm sure there's not a whole lot of other cost in 3 probably, but I can't remember. But so I'm still gonna go 2.5. I think.
Really?
Yep.
That's respect. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so our next card up is Elsa, Queen Regent. She is another one of 3 cards.
Here we go.
With this name.
Yeah, I think actually most of your Dream or your Floodborn cards have 3. I think because Stitch has 3 and he's Floodborn. I've just realized that.
Are you talking about like Shift 3?
Yeah, like all your shift cards have like 3 cards, I think.
You're saying 3 of
yeah. They have 3 of like they're called they're the Floodborn cards, but
and there is a Floodborn Elsa.
Yep, and so they seem to have a Storyborn, they seem to have a Dreamborn, and then they seem to have a Floodborn, which we're not talking lore tonight, but that just kind of made me click that there's obviously 3 creations of some of these creatures.
Yeah.
One that you do, which is the Dreamborn. One that was the ink exploded or whatever happened, that was the Floodborn, and then you've just got your Storyborn, which is right out of
the story itself.
So, all right. Well, anyways, I forget. I think I have this one first. Yep. So, I don't want my daughter to ever hear this podcast if I rank all the Elsas anywhere lower than a 5. So I'll just make sure I fast forward those parts. She would give it an automatic 5. It's pretty vanilla. I mean, it does attack for 4, but I could also play a beast that could attack on the turn 5 right when it comes down. So basically, this is going to attack on 5. It can't attack on 4. You can put it out on 4, but it's not going to attack. So I might be unpopular. I'm actually giving this card a 1.
Really?
I would not go that low.
Not based off of like loving Frozen, because if it was a love of Frozen, I would give it a 5. So if Arwen ever listens to this podcast someday, I may be not her favorite.
It's not
daddy.
good, but it is not that bad.
Well, that's my opinion. I'm just gonna go 1. I don't think many people are gonna play it unless you're playing the shift one, and even then, I think you're playing the Elsa that costs 3. That's my personal opinion. I'm sticking to it. My 1. Purple is low for me.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why, but go ahead, Leah.
So I was looking at all of the Elsas because I can't give all 3 5 in a row. Yeah. So I was looking.
You can.
Yeah, then like even my kids call Leah Aunt Leah, so I mean like you would literally be probably Arwen's favorite aunt then.
I know, but this Elsa in particular, I would probably give her a 4. Just because I love the detail.
It's really pretty.
It's really pretty. It's gorgeous. So, a 4.
Yep.
I kind of agree with what you said. It's very bland, very vanilla. I'm just going to give it a 2.
Okay.
It's extremely vanilla.
He gave me crap for a 1, but he did go 2. But I get you.
2 is a lot better than
1.
2 is a big jump.
I will say,
1.
this is one of them when we talk about cards, when we get closer to chapter 2, that I probably will change from a 1. And just be like, okay, I was wrong, but maybe I'll be like, no, I was right. That card was trash.
So next up, we have Elsa Snow Queen. And this, if I remember right, this was like one of the first cards to ever be announced. Like everyone was talking about this card when it came out.
And there was some of the video and some of the lore that we have heard. It shows her coming up to the book. And the book has something to do with... I'm really excited to hear more about that. Which we probably won't hear much about till chapter 2, which is cool. It's cool. But go ahead, Gunnar.
She is very much... She's actually pretty good. I think she's pretty good. She's 3 cost, and her ability, Freeze, you can tap her to exert chosen opposing character, which I think is really good, because then you can attack that character.
You want to kill something?
That's about all you can really do.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're saying if something's got like 2 damage on it, and
Yeah,
they're trying
yeah,
to
and then
protect
you just
it,
want to like just
or
get
you
rid
know,
of it.
like let's think Stitch and Rockstar Stitch. You know that Rockstar Stitch is coming out next turn, and you want to get rid
Exert
of
that
that Stitch.
Stitch.
You exert that Stitch, and you
Yep.
kill it.
But then
Unfortunately.
she does
Yes.
only have 1 lore, and I think I'm just gonna give her like a 3, but because she does have the usefulness of being a card that is going to be used for
Yeah.
the big Elsa's shift.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's a 3.
So that art is absolutely gorgeous. Her holding up the book and everything, and like all of the wind coming up from her holding the book.
It's very cool.
It's so pretty. I have to go with a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
She actually looks like menacing in this
Yeah.
cover. Like
Which
I
I'm
love.
kind of scared
And I
of her.
actually still think out of the 3 Elsa, she's the best one looking wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the best
For
art.
sure.
Well,
I think so.
the next one coming up has some good art.
But I think
Yeah,
this is
it
the best
does.
art. I think that book and everything just looks amazing.
It does.
Looks like she literally like we know it's levitating, but like you look at that and you're like you can just see her pulling that
it
book.
up.
It's
Like
just,
it's.
and I'm gonna give her actually a 3.5. I'm gonna go opposite of the other one. I think that for 1 less ink, you're gonna play her on 3.
Talk about
I
a big
think
difference.
that you're gonna
Yeah.
exert chosen. It's only 2.5. Exert chosen opposing character, and I think that's that is such a powerful ability. I mean,
Yeah.
that is such a powerful ability. We already talked about some shifting mechanics that you could stop. I even think like Tinkerbell possibly too, because you play her on 3, and before they can shift into the big Tink, you tap the Tinkerbell and kill it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
3 and 5, 3.5. I'm sticking to that.
So our next
She's
card
gonna be
up
very
is the
useful with
third
that
and
ability.
final Elsa that we have. Elsa, Spirit of Winter. This is the one with the shift. She has shift 6, and her ability Deep Freeze. When you play this character, exert up to 2 chosen characters. They can't ready at the start of the next turn. So it is the Elsa that we talked about before's ability, but with a big improvement on top of it.
Yeah, I would say that. I'm gonna give this card a 4. So steadily, my Elsas have went up the ladder. But I'm definitely, and I'm not even sure if I'm rating for it. I think I am. So I'm giving her a 4. I just again that Deep Freeze. That's why I think still the 3 cost Elsa or the 3 cost Elsa and then into this Elsa is just fabulous. And so yeah, just give her a 4. There's not much I have to say about it.
Yeah,
so.
Deep Freeze is a great ability.
It
It
is.
is so good.
Go ahead, Leah.
That art's. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, I love all of the details, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's really pretty. I love everything about it, so I'm gonna give it a 5.
Leah, you want to know
No,
something
don't
that I
give
just
it
noticed that
another
might actually
5.
bump up?
I
No, Leah,
know.
something that might. Oh wait, it's a 5, so I
Yeah.
can't bump up your rating.
Go ahead
Okay.
and
Well,
bump it up to a
something that
5.5.
something that I noticed was that you can see eyes in the like shards of ice that she's shooting. I don't know if those are Anna's eyes or what, but you can see eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, on the
Oh,
right.
you're
on
There are
right.
some
side.
eyes.
Yeah, on the left side of the card, you can see eyes
Oh,
in her
you're
like
right.
ice shards.
Oh, and this is a Floodborn. So who is that?
It's
I wonder if
probably
anybody's
Anna.
talking about that though. I don't know though. This is
That's
like
really
the
cool.
This is like the wild version of it though. So is it Anna?
It looks like
Mhm.
one could be on. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
it could be Anna.
I don't know. That's nice catch.
Yeah, really.
Gunnar, what are
nice
you gonna
catch.
rank this card though?
Well, the fact that she can be played for 6 with 3 lore and an ability this good, I think makes her like a 4.5.
Okay.
I mean, she's great.
Yeah, no, she's wonderful.
Yeah. And our next card up is Flotsam, Ursula's Spy. He has Rush, and his ability Dexterous Lunge. Your character's name Jet Sam, gain Rush. So he works well with Jet Sam. That's
Is it
about
Sam or Sam? I got
yeah, pretty sure it's
Jetsam.
Sam,
It's
right?
Jetsam or
Oh,
I
my
thought
bad.
it was Jetsam.
My bad. This card that we're talking about is Flotsam.
It's Flotsam
I
and
think
Jetsam.
I called him Jet Sam.
It's
That's my
Flotsam
bad.
though, I think, not
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah. Oh,
I
it's
think so.
Flotsam?
I think so. Yes, my wife said,
Okay.
make sure you get that right because I was telling her about it one time and she was like,
And then he has 2 ink or lore.
and we haven't said that. So comment, and if you guys know Disney better than us,
Yeah.
comment down there and tell us if we got it wrong or right.
I'm sure there are people that know Disney better than me and you, but I'm not
I
so
don't know
sure.
about
I'm not
Leah.
sure about Leah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, it's
some out
Flotsam.
Okay,
Flotsam
this
and
is
Jetsam. And
Yeah.
Jetsam.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
I
bad.
thought-
I
I
almost
thought
said Jotsam.
there. Jotson.
Well-
My bad.
So what are you giving a rank?
I feel like him and Jetsam both are kind of just 3s. I feel like they're both going to be a 3 for me.
Leah?
I mean, it's the backgrounds are really cool.
It is, yeah.
I love the like little side notes to the different things that Ursula has and Ariel has.
Well, look, he's literally carrying what Maurice was making, and what the Little Mermaid had under the sea.
Oh shoot, you're right.
So he stole it from her. She got it from Maurice. What's going on here, boys and girls? I don't know. Pretty cool.
That raised it quite a bit once you said that, because I was gonna give it a 2 at first, and then I was like, oh, you just said that, so it's a 4 now.
Oh wow!
Just because like that's really cool. Because it came from 2 different cards.
Yeah,
it's not like it just came from one card.
What are they making?
Really have the art in this is very well intertwined to where it works well with.
Well, yeah, and even though they haven't given us a lot of the lore, they're making us think, and I think that's really cool. Like they don't just come out and say, "Here's what's going on." It gives time for like people to kind of figure it out. So,
man, Dad, you were going to
go ahead.
You are going to end up being the Matt Pat of the Lorcana community.
I have no idea what that is.
Matt
Maybe
Pat,
I'm old.
He's on. He's like the game theorists. And
stuff. Probably not. I'm not into that much. There are some people out there.
Pretty into it.
Well, yeah, I've been intrigued by it, but I'm not spending my waking hours looking at every card trying to get everything out of it. But I am gonna go with a 2, and the reason is it's uninkable, and I don't feel like Rush.
Oh, he is uninkable. Okay.
I don't feel like Rush is as good as Evasive as well.
Yeah, it's not.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2.
That makes sense. Our next card is Jafar, Keeper of Secrets. And his ability, Hidden Wonders. This character gets +1 attack for each card in your hand.
I can just say that art, that's going to be a hard one not to give a 5.
I mean, he looks like...
He's the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's what he is. That's
it looks
what
like it. I mean,
that's
it looks like it. Also, this is a Dreamborn. I just realized that. Which is kind of cool, because a lot of your Shift characters are Dreamborn, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, they're Floodborn. They're Floodborn.
Yeah.
So this is Dreamborn.
Shift is Floodborn.
Anyways, at 4 ink, unless you're playing a whole new world, you're not going to have a lot of cards in your hand, I think, most of the time. Or if you're playing, I guess you're playing purple, you will. Yeah,
I was going to say...
it's got the most card draw in the game, but I'm going to go 3. I mean, he does have 2... He does 2 lore. He quests for 2 lore at 4 costs is kind of the going thing. I mean, it's not bad. So I'll go 3.
Like you said, it's gonna be hard to not give this card a 5. It's really pretty. Like, it's just all around beautiful, whether you have it foiled or standard. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So it's a 5.
But I really want this one foiled.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, as someone who has probably played purple the most out of all of us, I would say, you have a lot of cards. Like I've noticed that I end up having quite a few cards in my hands whenever I'm playing purple, meaning that he will actually get pretty big, because you have like friends on the other side, and I think a few other cards that let you draw. And the other thing is, compared to the other Jafar, who is the same cost, and has like the other Jafar is the same cost, but he has Challenger. This is just he has that plus.
Yeah, it's carried.
So even if someone is attacking into you, I'm pretty sure he still keeps that. And he also has one more lore than the other Jafar. So I'm gonna say he's like a 3.5.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty good.
That actually is not a bad review. Especially in the fact that, like you said, he has Challenger 3. And the other one, and he probably is close to 4 or 5. Most of the time, I would give you that.
Yeah, he's definitely up to 4 or 5.
Playing some draw cards, he's definitely.
Yeah. So. And then up next, we have our second Jafar, Jafar Wicked Sorcerer. And this is the one we talked about earlier. He has Challenger 3, and his base attack is just 2. And he has one lore. I'm going to give him a 2.5. I really don't like this card. I really don't.
Yeah. So this might be an unpopular opinion, but compared to the last Jafar, I don't love this Jafar that much.
Well, yeah, but you
I
can't
don't-
really compare that.
I
It's
don't
like
like-
that's a Cave of Wonders.
No, yeah, it is.
And
But
then
you
you're
can
just
still-
going to Jafar.
don't-
But you can't compare him among Jafar.
I guess you can,
Yeah, I'm not comparing
obviously,
it
she's
to-
not pairing every card.
No,
she's
just to
pairing
the
among
other
Jafars.
Jafar.
But I mean, honestly, it's still really good art.
It's really cool art.
Let
but
Leah be the artist judge.
I don't love his face though.
We're the
His
influencers.
face.
Yeah, his face is really bad in that.
I don't love.
It's
the
not
look
that
on
it's
his
bad,
face.
it's just kind of
I am
funny.
sorry, Jake Parker.
I am sorry. I'm
Yeah.
giving it a 3.5.
Man, making enemies. In
Not
I am
trying
gonna
to.
kind of stick with what I did with the other Jafar and just rate them a 3 because I feel like they're very similar cards. I think that this
I
is.
will give you that. Yeah.
I think this is guaranteed. So it almost maybe gives him a 3.5. I've also been playing stuff on Pixelborn and I actually see him somewhat in purple sometimes. So
Really?
yeah, I do. So
Huh.
all right.
Okay, so our next card is Jet Sam, Ursula's spy. He has evasive.
Jetsam.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jetsam. Jetsam, Ursula's spy.
Yep.
He has evasive, and his ability Sinister Slither. Your character's name Flotsam, gain evasive. So like we were saying, they work well together,
Mhm.
but not really very good apart.
Yep, and I'm just basically going to go 4. I think I did. What did I do with the other one? I think I did 3. I don't know. If I did 2, he as long as he's lower, I'm giving him a 4 because I think evasive is just a really good ability, and to
It
give that
is.
to 2 characters, I think is awesome. So I'm actually now. Do I think? I don't think they'll be played in their own archetype. I just think they'll be includes.
No, they won't be.
I think they'll be includes in this.
Well, does the purple Ursula do anything with them?
No. I don't
Okay,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah. I don't think they'll be played.
I don't
really.
remember, but I don't think. Well, we'll find out later.
Yeah, we're gonna
later.
find out eventually.
Leah, what do you got on art there?
It's pretty basic.
I love
It
the
is.
shadow. I love.
I love him
the
looking at
reflection.
himself,
That is
yeah.
cool,
That's
but-
really
There's
cool.
also
They
a
did
hidden
that.
Mickey in this one too.
Yes, there
Wait,
is.
where?
The
in
bubbles.
the bubbles.
Again, well,
Yeah.
The bubbles,
just like
yep.
with Sebastian last week.
Yep.
There's hidden Mickey's in the bubbles.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna give this one a 3.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Yeah.
All right, Gunnar, what do you got?
Well, I know I said earlier that I was gonna rank them both 3s, but the fact that he is one less and has evasive, which is
Mhm.
definitely a better ability, I think I'm gonna give him a 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's also inkable too. which
Yeah,
is
he's
really
inkable,
nice.
and then when you bring Flotsam out,
Yeah.
then you have another card with evasive, and they work in order.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
like
and then
that.
he has evasive and rush.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, no, I think I agree with that. So.
Yeah. And our next card, our
favorite
next
card.
card is Magic
yours?
Broom Bucket Brigade. This is one of my favorite cards because Mickey, the Mickey in purple, is also one of my favorite cards. So their ability Sweep. When you play this character, you may shuffle a card from any discard into its player's deck. So it's kind of like you lose maybe one of your Magic Brooms before you get your Mickey out. You want to, or maybe you're low on cards and you want to get that Friends on the Other Side that you played back. It would be really good in a scenario like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I
I
wish it would come back to your hand, but that would be broken.
that would be nice.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that would be insane.
Broken. Also, I can just say this: was playing in a starter deck challenge on the community Discord. Which, if you're not in the Discord, get in it.
Yeah, join it.
I cannot keep up with it, but I try. Occasionally, I'll put a message on in the morning, and then I'll go back and realize there's 233 messages in the last 5 hours,
Mhm.
and that's when I'm like, okay, never mind, can't keep up with it. But man, I was playing the other day, and these brooms and Mickey, that combo, when it works,
It works. It is
it's
good
amazing.
when it
There's
works.
so many things you can do. You can take attacks. You can attack into things. It's like I was just sitting there clearing his board and then putting down brooms for 1 because they do cost 1 with Mickey's ability. So what do you give it, Gunnar?
I'm gonna give it a 3 just because of its synergy
Yeah.
with Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey will probably be higher though.
Yeah.
The art's really cool. I love that it looks like they're
Buckets.
carrying, like, I don't know what they're carrying, but I think it looks
Mm.
really
Some sort
neat.
of magic.
That's what I thought
Probably
too.
for Mickey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I really love that little side note there. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Well, and flavor text too. It obviously
Yeah.
has something to do with the storyline because the Great Illuminary is the room that you see in so much of the art, and the room that looks like is being checked out by Mickey when he's looking at the
that's
seaweed.
really cool.
And Gunner's going, see, I told you, there you are again,
Yep.
talking about the But anyways, so I'm going to actually, And I'll say this, 2 weeks ago, before we saw Dr. Facilier, I would have given this card actually a 4. But since I've saw that card, I will probably give it a 2.5. And the reason being is there's a lot of other 2s I'd play that are going to just pop back to my hand anyways. The only good thing is these do play for 1 with Mickey.
Yeah.
And so I was building a purple deck today that I was like, oh, I don't even really need Mickey in this because I can play cards that can come back to my hand that are bigger. And so, again, great card, 2.5, only a half point less than what you had, Gunnar. So, but like I said, 2 weeks ago, before we saw Dr. Facilier, this was an easy.
I figured Dr. Facilier would bump it up for you because he just makes him even better with
No,
Mickey.
not really. Not really. Because like I said, I can put bigger cards in instead of him. But yeah, good card.
And our next card up is Maleficent, biding her time.
Baby Mal.
Baby Mal. Oh, this is one of my favorite one casts.
Mm-hmm. I still remember the first night I said Baby Mal, and you guys both looked at me like, what?
It makes sense now.
It does. And man, Tinkerbell also hurts this. This is one of those, like, a couple weeks ago, you'd be like, yeah, it's going to get you 2 lore real quick and possibly a second time, and then it's probably going to die, but you're going to have 4 lore already.
Yeah, but also think about it. Even before Tinkerbell, she was getting killed.
Yeah,
she was getting killed next turn even before Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I know. And she was getting killed by Fire the Cannons and Smashes too.
All those ones.
But there wasn't as many people playing Silver or Steel then. Now there are more people that play it. So now she dies. Yeah, but anyways, I'll go 3.5. I like her.
I like that.
Go ahead.
I think this art in comparison to the other Maleficent, I like it better.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I'd agree.
I like how menacing they made Maleficent look in this one.
Again, she's really scary. A lot of those purple cards are like, I wouldn't want to meet them in like a dark alleyway or something. Like, I'm scared of them.
They are creepy looking. But so just in all of that in context, I would put this at a 5.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And Leah throws out 5s like Oprah. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
You get a 5. You get a 5. You get a 5.
Yeah.
What do you think of?
She's one of the better one costs for sure. Like out of all of them, she's just one of the better ones. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give her a 4.5.
Okay.
Because she's not quite perfect because, like you said, Tinkerbell, but she's almost perfect. And our next card is Maleficent Sorceress. So I guess you could say Big Mal.
Big Mal.
Yeah, Big Mal. And her ability, Cast My Spell, it says when you play this character, you may draw a card. So she's good. She's some really good card draw, basically.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Well, I think you don't really use her for anything besides a card draw because she has one lore and 2 attack. So I'm just gonna give her a 2.5.
Wow.
The ability is good.
She's an auto include in so many purple decks. So.
What? No, you're right. I'm going to give her a 3.
I'm just twisting your mind a little bit so you don't have to change her even more when you.
I'm gonna give her a 3. I just think that besides the ability, she's just gonna sit there.
Card draw, and then the next turn playing Friends on the other side.
I know, but you can play Friends on the other side instead of playing her. Because
then you draw 2 cards instead of actually seeing a 3rd card.
I know, but
I get you.
Yeah, she just sits there.
That's fine. I'm not gonna argue.
She comes out.
I won there. I got you at least from a 2.5 to a 3.
Yeah, you did.
I was like,
you did.
You don't want to get a 2.5.
I do agree with you.
Our community, the community is going to disagree with you on that.
Yeah, it was a knee-jerk reaction.
Maybe not. Tell us in the comments.
She just sits there after she comes out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Leah.
Like I said, I don't really love this art as much as I do the other. I think it looks cool still.
It's still
really neat. I just think it's pretty. Mediocre. I don't want to say that. I can't draw that, but
no.
but I would give
poor
it.
Valerio.
Sorry.
All of us.
See, you make me feel bad.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He's gonna watch our podcast and be really upset.
I know.
And then you're gonna meet him one day, and you're like, "Wait, are you from Just Ink It? You gave my card." Well, no, I'm just kidding.
Man, I hate you guys. You guys suck.
Gonna give it a 3. Just kidding. A 5. No, I'm kidding.
3.
It's a 3.
Yeah. No, I'd say that.
But if we ever meet Valerio, I'll just say it's a 5.
I think it's an auto include in most purple decks. I love the synergy it has with. I'm gonna actually go 4. and that kind of sticks even with all the new cards. If it dies, it dies. Big deal. It just was drawing me cards to get to the cards I needed. So, anyways, yeah.
Well, our next card up is Marshmallow, Persistent Guardian, and he has an ability Durable. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand.
So I'm gonna give him. I guess in a ramp deck he could be good.
He could be.
Maybe because he's 5/5 and he comes back to your hand, but. I'm going to give it a 2. And again, I was really hoping to see more Durable in your little cards, because I thought that'd be fun.
Well, I don't think they would call them that, because I think they give them all different ability names. But like it'd be something like that.
No, there's cards that have the same
really?
abilities. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. But no, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. But Durable, yeah, it would seem better on something smaller. It'd be like a Mickey type, Brooms type thing where it comes back to your hand. But what do you got, Leah, for the art?
I love the art. I think that it's really cool. They made Marshmallow look really threatening, which is cool.
He's scary.
Yes,
he is scary. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. A Durable should be an ability. Like it would be a lot better if it was on a smaller card. If you're playing him in a blue deck, I think he's a good include because blue you're gonna play him on like turn 3 or 4. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. But yeah, I think the other thing is he's getting played turn 6 outside of blue, and the fact that he's a 5/5 means that he's not gonna get killed for a while.
Yeah. So
he's just gonna his ability might not even get used.
No ink too.
I'm giving him a 1.5.
Look at that.
I do not like. I have not liked this card since it came out.
I don't see myself playing it at all.
Yeah, same.
So.
Oh,
yeah, but you get this one. You get your favorite card. That's cool that you get
Mickey Mouse, Wayward Sorcerer is our next card. I think I will say I mainly like this card for the art.
The art is beautiful.
But it's also good too. Like it's a good card.
He's like, no pressure, Leah.
All right.
Yeah, no, but his ability, Animate Broom. You pay 1 less I almost said energy. You pay 1 less.
Oh, that means it's time of the podcast to talk Pokemon.
Yep, we got our required Pokemon mention in the podcast.
I think I actually mentioned it earlier when I talked about our proxies, that I'm putting the proxies in front of Pokemon energy.
Yeah. So you pay 1 less ink.
Yes.
To play Broom characters, and Ceaseless Worker. Whenever one of your Broom characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. He's pretty good, actually. He can be played turn 4. He has 2 ink. I don't really think you're going to use him for attacking because you want him alive. But, I'm going to give him a 4. Because his synergy with the Brooms is really good.
Yes, it is. And when it works, it's
And I honestly
really,
feel
really
like
good.
Dr. Facilier makes it better because it gives you a backup Mickey almost.
Well, and Mickey comes back too.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wait, does he?
I mean, yeah, because it's any card.
He would. Yeah, he would.
Leah?
So this is one of my favorite Mickey or my favorite art cards.
You agree
in purple.
with me.
I do.
Thank you.
And it's been one of my favorite art cards in purple.
Yeah. I noticed Gunnar.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's just okay. I noticed Gunnar kind of persuaded you there.
No, he didn't.
No, I know, but he did say. But I know he didn't persuade you, but he did go. And it is one of my favorite arts.
I
do think it is also really cool.
I know.
Yes,
I knew right away when we were doing Amethyst tonight that this was one of
and
the
Oprah says
5.
Oh, wait, I also just noticed on his robe
it's
is
got
the
color.
Amethyst
symbol.
It's really cool.
It's really cool. Like all of the details in it. It's so
and that it glows
cool.
is really cool.
He looks like he's from Hogwarts or something.
Right? He's getting ready to go into battle with Voldemort.
I'm going right along with Gunnar and giving him a 4. Yeah, I know I gave Brooms less, but I do like Mickey a lot. And like I said, you can still include him and the Brooms in a Dr. Facilier deck for sure. So yeah, I'll give him a 4.
He's definitely my favorite Mickey.
Yeah, definitely.
So our next card is Olaf the Friendly Snowman.
I love Olaf.
What more can you say? He's Olaf the Friendly Snowman. That's about all you can say.
Don't tell Arwen, but I kind of wish there was multiple Olafs instead of multiple Elsas.
I would like to see. Wait, what we need?
We need to see the story
more.
Or
we need a
Floodborn.
Yes, we need a Floodborn.
Olaf,
and it is an Olaf, but he's bigger and like beefier, almost like Marshmallow.
I was just gonna say, so Marshmallow.
We need a Marshmallow Olaf that is a Floodborn.
He attacks with hugs.
Yes, we need that. We need it.
No,
Yes.
or
in Series 2.
Olaf made out of sand. A sandstone.
Oh,
A
No, I'm just
sandman.
kidding.
That would actually be like the Dreamborn.
I like Olaf,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
1-3.
that'd be the
I like
Dreamborn.
the 1-3 on Olaf. I will say I absolutely love the art.
Or we can get Olaf as a puddle.
Yeah, Olaf
my
is a
gosh.
puddle. That'd be great.
Winter's a good time to stay in it.
I'm gonna say that we just had a
Jeez.
bunch of 4-wheelers go by the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry if you heard that.
Yeah.
That was a little
Wow.
intense.
But I'm gonna go with a 2.5. Now I would have given him a higher rating back when there were less one-cost cards to play.
Yeah, because there really
But-
weren't that many back in the day.
Yeah, 2.5. Sticking to it. Go ahead, Leah.
He's so adorable.
Well, you're doing art. I'm doing
Yeah,
cards.
That's
I
your
know,
job.
he's
Your
so
job is the art.
cute.
Well, then give him a 5.
I mean,
But
the
I
snow
feel
is
bad
awesome.
because then I'm Oprah. He's a 5.
Oh my goodness.
I would have done 4.5, but that's fine. That's me. 5's good.
His
Keep
flavor
with it.
text is good though. I'm
Yeah, it
Olaf
is.
and I like warm
warm
hugs.
I
hugs.
like warm
Yeah.
hugs.
I
He's
think
so
his best
cute.
quality is obviously his health. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's probably the beefiest one cost out there.
Him and Minnie are both
Yeah.
like the 1-3 big.
Yeah. Because of that, I'm gonna bump him up to a 2.5.
All right.
Just like what you did.
Yep, no problem.
Our next card up is Pascal,
Which is
Rapunzel's
truly
companion.
probably the beefiest one in the sense that he's really hard to kill unless you have direct
Who are you
damage.
talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
Pascal.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's not a
He's
1-3,
hard to
Evasive
he's a
is
kill.
tough.
lot harder. Now
Yeah.
the ability is the
Well,
kind
speaking of evasive, yeah, his ability camouflage. While you have another character in play, this character gains evasive, which I think is a good ability because he's out
Yeah.
turn 1, so he's not going to attack turn 1. So then by turn 2, you're going to have another character out probably, so he has
Mhm.
evasive by the time he attacks.
Unless you're
Or
playing in
Beast, or Lords.
in a starter deck challenge and you go ahead and decide to play Be Our Guest instead of the 2 cost you should have played, and then you quest with Pascal, and the guy informed you, oh yeah, by the way, learning time here,
Ouch.
because he had taught me some stuff on how to use hotkeys and Tabletop Simulator and stuff, and yeah, he was like, oh yeah, by the way, your Pascal's dead.
Ouch.
I am gonna give him. Did I not? Oh yeah, it is you, Gunnar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 3 because if you can
Okay.
play that card turn 2, he's really good.
I'm glad I didn't get mine.
So I think he's pretty basic. The card's cool with the background and whatnot, but I think he's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I figured you would
Well,
rate it higher
I'm gonna-
because of the blending.
I'm gonna break the mold and go 3.5, just because I think evasive's great and camouflage when you play it right is awesome as well.
No, Pascal's
Yeah.
art is cool though, because if
Yeah.
there's one thing I've learned from art class at school, blending is not easy.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Blending is not easy.
None of this
Mm.
art is easy.
No, I mean,
there's
yeah,
some-
nothing about
some
it
of
is easy.
some of this
Yeah.
art is just absolutely
Just the fact that he
amazing.
can copy how it looks in the movie is
Yeah.
incredible. But anyways, our next card is Rafiki, Mysterious Sage. He has Rush, and he's a 3/3, and he has one more.
I actually really like this card as well. He's just so good to put down and kill something on 3.
Yeah.
Especially when you think of the Tinkerbells and things that you want to get out of there. And he doesn't kill Tinkerbell because Tinkerbell I think is a 2/4, but could
Really?
help out on that damage there. And so I'm gonna go. Like I said, this is another one that a couple weeks ago I'd probably give a 4. I'm gonna go 3.5. Leah, on the art. The art is beautiful. by
The
way.
art
yeah,
is
it is.
amazing.
Yeah, especially
Uh,
foiled.
It's
Oh my
very,
goodness.
The
very
foil is so
fitting
good.
for Rafiki. Like, this is how you envision Rafiki
Mhm.
if he wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, he looks very much crazy.
Mhm.
But,
He
like,
kinda
very
gives off-
calm at the same... he reminds me of Alakazam.
Yeah.
He also kind of reminds me of Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yes.
So what are you getting them?
because
Leah?
of his hood.
Just call me Oprah, because it's another
Oh, my
5.
word.
Jeez.
Wow. I mean, there's a lot of 5s in
Yeah,
this.
we
I'm
have a lot
interested
of
to see your
5s.
averages here.
It's definitely a
5.
5. I don't know
It's
why we'd
definitely gonna
even
be 5 for
question
the
that.
average. Or
Well, no, I mean, your
probably
averages for
4.5.
purple, it can't be 5. Because you have rated other
Yeah.
cards lower.
So it's probably like 4.9 or something.
Yeah, no, I
it's
don't
it's
know.
gonna be high.
Is it going to be higher than your favorite color?
I think
Amber?
it is.
I
She
don't
did
know.
not give out
Amber?
this many 5s with
Yeah.
Amber.
I don't know. All right, Gunnar, what do you think?
Anyways, I think he's kind of the definition of a glass cannon because you're bringing him out to attack something, but I don't know if he survives through that turn.
No, he probably
I
doesn't.
really think you bring him out to attack, like you said, Tinkerbell or something that you know is going to be a threat. And I think that's what you bring him out for. So I'm going to give him a 3 because that's his whole stat line.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I gave him too. And I honestly, here's the reason I would have went higher is if somebody's played on curve something at 1 or 2, he will kill it and survive probably. There's not many things at 1 or 2 that kill him. There's some things at 2 maybe, but nothing at really 1. And so the cool thing about that is that he's like playing a smash twice.
He is kind of like
because somebody's gonna have to attack into him the next turn, or he's gonna go right back into somebody possibly. But yeah, still I'd stick with what I did, a 3. All right.
Okay, and then our next card is Sven, Official Ice Deliverer. And I would like to say something that I just noticed. He has more HP than Marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, you're
Marshmallow
right.
has 5 and he has 7.
That's
He
impressive.
is thicker than Marshmallow.
Sven deserves it.
He does.
For one more ink. And
no wonder he looks so proud.
He's one more ink, right?
I think
so.
Let me check.
Yeah,
no, he's the same.
Oh wow.
And he's inkable.
And
he
he's
is
inkable.
better than Marshmallow.
Yeah, he's better
for
than
sure.
Marshmallow. Durable does not make that Marshmallow.
It does not make that big difference. I'm gonna honestly give him, if you can get him out, like maybe you're playing blue, you get him out turn 5, a turn early.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is gonna be pretty big. I'm gonna give him a 4 because I think if you can
and if
get
we
him out
ever
early
have
enough,
draft or anything like that, which I'm sure people will make draft,
I'm sure
if they announce official rules of draft though, I think he's really good in a draft too.
Yeah, he will be because he's just gonna be a nice beefy.
What
attacker.
about that art, Leah?
I think it's cool that he has all of his ice next to him. He's our official ice deliverer.
Mm-hmm.
So he's ready. I'm giving him a 4.
Did you notice that the lodge is in the background?
I did.
The one with the guy who's like, big summer
Summer
blowout.
I feel like I've done way too many of these, but I'm going 3.5. I don't think he's worthy enough to be a 4, but I also don't think he's a 3. And
yeah, he's definitely not a 3.
Yeah, he's not a 3. So I'm going to go 3.5 on Mr. Sven. Sorry,
Yeah.
I know that we're not as good as reindeers.
But anyways, our next card is the Queen, Wicked and Vain. Her ability, I summon thee. You can tap her to draw. Oh, wait. You can tap her to draw a card. I thought it was when you play her.
No.
Oh, you tap her to...
You have to tap her to draw a card, which isn't... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah, I don't really know.
What is it? Is it my turn?
I think it's your turn.
Is it, man? It's getting late at night, so I'm not sure. Yes. I'm going 2.5. I don't know. Card draw is great, but you already have card draw in this color. So do you need a card to play on 5 that you're gonna tap to draw a card? I feel like at this point you're wanting to quest, or you're wanting to attack. And she is 4/5, so she does survive a lot of attacks, but she's attacking on 6. And so I don't know. I don't. And maybe I'll be proven wrong. If you got a good deck list, show us in the comments. We'll play it. But yeah, so I am going to go, did I say 2.5, right?
Yep.
2.5.
Sure, yeah.
2.5 it is, the Queen. Now, I would never tell that to her face.
No.
If you've ever met her at Disney.
She's scary.
She's scary.
She looks
She's
creepy.
Mean. She's mean.
She's like 100 years old and still has face.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what she does to do that.
It's
a lot more than moisturizer.
Yes.
Leah, what do you got for the art?
I think I really like purple art a lot because it's like very...
It has a lot of purple mist.
Well, it's very magical driven, so it's very like...
And foiled, the foil, they look really good foiled.
Are so pretty.
How many in
purple.
yellow that would be like, oh, take the foil off, and it actually looks a little better.
But I haven't found one in this that I've seen.
And I think the reason because of that is because of all the magical stuff in it, like
Yeah.
all the elements of like the smoke and stuff. I think it makes it look so much better.
I do. So with that said, I feel bad to do a 5, so I'm doing 4.5. I'm doing 4.5.
Okay.
Good.
Goodness.
No, I kind of agree with you. I think I overestimated her a little bit. Like I overreacted a lot because I'm now noticing she is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I agree with you. On turn 5, you're focusing on wiping your opponent's board and getting your own lore up, and she does not have good lore.
And if this is in another color, which I mean, that needed card draw, that'd be different.
Or like if this was in
don't really need card draw in purple. Like
if this was in a red, it might be better because red doesn't have much card draw.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah,
I think I'm honestly gonna go one lower than you. I'm gonna give her a 2.
2. All right, 2 it is.
Yeah. And our next card up is the wardrobe, Belle's confidant. She's really funny in the movie, and her stats are kind of funny.
Yep.
As well. Yeah, she's 3 costs, inkable, and she's 3/4, and with 1 lore. She's just kind of vanilla. Yeah. So I'm gonna give her a vanilla rating. Actually no, I'm gonna go 1 under. She's a 2.5.
2.5. All right, Leah.
So she was gonna go low for me because I just thought it was like, oh, it's just a wardrobe, and I was gonna give it a 2. But then I was looking, and in the far right, I think that's Ariel's dress when she gets married.
I would not know.
When she gets married to Eric.
And it is Dreamborn. It's not Storyborn. So.
Oh, wait, it's Dreamborn.
Yeah, so there's obviously some things here that are different.
And then the second dress in looks like it might be Aurora's. Yeah. And then in the drawer, that looks like it might be Mickey's cape, but I might be just fetching things here.
No, that actually does look like Mickey's cape.
Yeah.
So with that said, I'm going to give it either a 3.5 or a 4. Cool. I'm kind of stuck between
What do you got? Gotta give it 1.
3.5.
3.5 it
3.5, yep.
All right. And I'm probably just a 3. I'm just gonna go with the vanilla. I'm gonna go half a point higher than Gunnar, but I do like that with the story that I never realized that maybe she's like their she's their like wardrobe that goes around with whoever the
maybe she's behind it all. Maybe she goes into the other worlds.
I feel like she looks good.
She does look good.
She does. Although maybe she's behind it all. Maybe she goes into the other world. She kidnaps them. She puts them in there. She steals their clothes. Then she drops them off at the Great Illuminary.
Yeah.
Yeah, naked. I'm not sure about that.
No. She would put him in like
rags.
Yeah, rags.
Okay, gotcha.
And maybe that's why Jasmine was and she drops him off at the doorstep of the Great Illuminary. She's behind it all.
Maybe. All right.
Okay, so our next card is Tinkerbell, Peter Pan's ally.
Tinkerbell.
She has evasive, obviously, and her ability is loyal and devoted. Your character is named Peter Pan, game Challenger 1, which I think it's kind of appropriate that she works with Peter Pan.
Yeah. I think 1 is not a lot, but again, they've probably play tested this game, so obviously 2 is probably
obviously know what they're doing.
2 is probably too much, and so I hate going vanilla and giving her 3 here. Oh, she is 2. I forgot she's 2 lore, but it's a 5.
She's 5 and
she's uninkable.
Which is...
I'm actually going 2.5. I don't know.
Okay, can I ask how much is Peter Pan? Is he 3?
3.2.
Yeah. Okay.
The 1 is. There's 1 in red too, I think.
Oh, there is.
There's 1 in green. There's 1 in red.
Right. I think there is 1 in red.
The 1 in green is evasive, and he's a 3.2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the red is, but yeah. What are you giving him? Where are we at?
We are like...
Leah, did you give the art yet?
Not for this one.
2.5 is what I gave. So while Leah's doing art, Gunnar, you can look up what Peter Pan does in red.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
She's really pretty, but she's really basic at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I found the Peter Pan. I guess you can call this a preview for our next episode. But basically what he does, he has Rush, and he is a 3/2. He costs 3, and he has 1 lore.
Wow.
And he's uninkable. So really...
So he's identical to the green one, except the green one I think is inkable, and I think
he has evasive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Honestly, I think just out of the fact that he has 2 HP, means that he can get fired the cannons, he can get smashed. I think by the time you get Tinkerbell out, he's honestly dead. He is long dead.
Yeah.
He didn't have enough pixie dust.
Gotcha.
He did not have enough pixie dust.
He did not have enough pixie dust.
No.
So I think because of that, I'm going to give Belle a 2. I really just think...
First I was like, Belle. No, we're talking Tinkerbell. And I was like, oh yeah, duh. Belle.
Yeah, Belle.
I gotcha. All right.
All right. Ursula.
There she is.
She is our first purple super rare, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's big. She's
I think there's only one. What is there? 2 colors. There's 2 super rares in each color. I think there's 12 total.
Yeah, she is big. She is a 2/8.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is very big, and her ability. It's too easy. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. You may draw a card for each lore lost this way.
Ooh, 4-player game.
And
everybody loses lore, and you get 4 cards.
And she also has 3 lore. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. For 4-player game, you gain 3 cards.
You do.
So she's kind of like the Aladdin from Red in the sense that they lose lore, but she has an added ability to that.
She's drawing cards.
Yeah, I think the draw is
on
nice.
top of questing for 3.
Again, though, with if you don't play her with blue, she's coming out pretty late.
Yeah.
Unless you play blue with her, she's coming out pretty late, and because of that, I think she gets bumped down to a 3. She'd be like a 4 if she wasn't so high. But I mean, she has to be that high.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Leah.
I agree with the flavor text that says if you're going to be evil, you've got to have style. Because oh my goodness, did they give Ursula some style in this art?
Oh,
she
looks
is so
good.
pretty. She's so cool looking. I love it. I know y'all are gonna make fun of me, but it's gonna be a 5.
Also, for a request, I just have one request. Can we please unfoil this art? Because I did that and I'm regretting it.
Yeah,
it's not as good.
The foil,
The
really,
foil.
Not a good. The foil makes
foil
this
is
art.
so
Yeah.
good.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
that
the
for
foil
sure.
is incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
100%.
so much better.
Yes, it is. And I think that's just because it's just glowy.
All right, so I have to rank this, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
haven't
do.
gone yet. You haven't gone yet.
Oh, questing for 3. I mean, in a multiplayer, I think she's like a 4 or 5 in purple.
Yeah, because
just
in a
because of the
multiplayer, you have
draw
other people
and
helping.
things are losing.
Yeah.
But I think in regular gameplay, she's like a 3.5. I mean, it's still nice if an opponent loses one and you draw a card.
But the thing about regular
But again,
gameplay...
you also have the fact that in purple, you already get a lot of card draw.
Yeah.
Late game card draw might be a winnable thing, though. So, yep, I'm going to go 3.5.
All right. So our next card is Yzma, right? Did I say that right?
Yzma, yep.
Yzma. Okay. Yeah, so our next card is Yzma Alchemist. Her ability, you're excused. Whenever this character quests, look at the top card of your deck. Put it on either the top or bottom of your deck. She has one lore, and she's a 2/2.
So glad you explained this one, because how many times did I call her a him? So
I know.
Yes, I got corrected on that so many times from Leah.
You've never seen Emperor's New
I
Groove.
know. Judge me hardcore.
I deal with that.
Again, this is one of those things that I gave it a 4 a couple weeks ago, even a month ago. But now, knowing all the cards, I think drops to probably a 2. In my opinion. I mean, that's just, again, these... By the way, guys, please know we are not professional card players. We play around a dining room table most of the time.
Yeah.
We have played some competitive card games.
Not many for me.
But like me and Gunnar have... I mean, Gunnar went to Worlds. Okay, we're going back to Pokemon. But I don't really have... I don't have much of a claim for fame. I did well in a Memphis tournament one time, but I didn't even make day 2. So you're talking to a guy that's never made day 2. So again, we are not pros of trading card games. We are giving you guys our opinion just right off the bat.
I would still say we're seasoned players.
Yes,
like we can still definitely make a deck that will hold its own.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that for me.
Well, Leah can play a deck that she's been built.
Yes,
can,
I can
you
play
can,
a deck
you
that
can.
somebody
If you are told-
makes
But I'm
for
just
me.
reminding people again, don't run out and buy a card because
Yeah.
we give it a 4 or Leah gives the art
We
a
could
5.
rate,
Well,
we
that
could rate
that you could probably
Archimedes
go
a
on.
5. We could rate Archimedes a 5.
Yeah,
Do not go buy
Don't
Archimedes.
go buy Archimedes.
Do not go buy Archimedes.
Well, I mean, maybe
no
go
matter
get
how
Archimedes
cheap
for
he
10
is.
cents. That's fine.
10 cents.
Yeah.
But,
Just to have 'em.
Don't go buy them for $100.
Do not
Yeah.
go buy Archimedes for $100.
It won't
And honestly, I don't know that you should go buy any card for $100 because there's not going to be
Maybe.
much but league organized play.
Maybe once we do get League, though.
Yes, and once we get maybe some more tournaments, then there's reasons to buy cards, but not now. It's my rating right now, or did you?
You already rated. You gave her a 2.5.
I did. What did you give her, Leah?
I think looks like she's in her lab cooking up something for Cusco, probably.
She is a
Maybe
Dreamborn.
Mickey.
She is a Dreamborn.
Oh, she is a Dreamborn.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm giving her a 2.5.
Gotcha.
Nice. I'm gonna give her a 2.5.
Look at that.
Just because she's another one of the cards that you play, you don't use her after you play her. You use her for her ability. But unlike the Maleficent, she only costs 2. So I think that makes her a bit more forgivable than the Maleficent.
Yep. So 2.5 it is across the board.
Yeah. Okay, and our next card is Zeus, the god of lightning, and he's pretty good. You know, he's got Rush, meaning that he can challenge the turn that he has played, and he also has Challenger 4. So whenever he attacks into something, he gains +4 attack.
Yeah. So
and
he's like
he has 4
Dr.
HP.
Facilier, like double,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, because he also does have the no. Actually, he literally is Dr.
He's
Facilier
literally doubled
because
on
he has
everything.
4 HP and 0 attack.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then he has the 2 lore.
Yeah, 2 lore's great.
Yeah, I think he is. I'm gonna give him like a 3 because I could see him being played because he does have better lore. Good. He has better lore than Dr. Facilier.
Yep. Leah, what you got, Art?
I think it's really cool that he's pulling the lightning from the sky. I think that's really
that
neat
is
looking.
really cool.
He is a Storyborn. Oh, he's a deity. That's a new subclass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him a 4.5.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. He's got good art.
Not inkable. I like the 2 lore, but I think I'm still gonna go 2.5 with Zeus. So sorry, don't strike me down, my friend.
Wait, what did I give him a 3, right?
I don't remember for
sure.
sure.
I'm pretty sure I gave him a 3.
Cool.
I hope I didn't give him any more. Our next card is Befuddle. It's our first of the non-player cards.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Befuddle. It's an action, and it says return a character or item with cost 2 or less to their player's hand, and he is a 1 cost.
Yep.
Action.
1 cost action. I don't know. I ranked Maleficent and Lilo higher until we saw the whole set. This is one that I would probably play a lot of times on my turn because I would want to play down a 1 first time that has 2 lore when it quests, and then next turn I would play it or I would quest with it. I would play Befuddle, bring it back to my hand, and then play it back down standing up so it can't die to an attack. But other than that, I don't see. I'm sure there's some other combos there, but I don't see them. So I'm giving it a 2.
I was just wondering, are the things that he's holding up and befuddling, are they from different cards, or is it
I'm
just
pretty
random
sure
things?
that the timer thing is the White Rabbit's pocket watch.
And the fork at the bottom, I was thinking the Dingle Hopper.
Yeah.
The eggs from not Gaston, LeFou's card.
Yep. Oh, and there's actually a frying pan with an egg coming out of it.
Yeah.
And there's a green apple, which could be the Wicked Queen. There is a bucket, which could be the broomsticks.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
And, I mean, maybe the candle is like Lumiere.
So what are you giving it, Leah?
Or something?
Well, I was just trying...
Sleeping Lumiere.
Sleeping Lumiere.
Sleeping Lumiere. Just based on that, I think that's really cool if they're calling out other cards, so I guess it really would be dependent on that. If they're calling out other cards, a 4. If not, a 3.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
So it's all dependent.
So what do you want to give it?
Yeah.
Give it a
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, so you can give it in between.
Gunnar?
Okay.
What you got on it?
I actually see a lot more ways to use this. So let's say that, a red player, he works the whole game to get his brave little Tailor Mickey out.
It's
and
a 2 or less.
Oh, wait, is it?
Yeah.
I feel so dumb.
Don't, because that's what I thought too. I just didn't say it before you said it. Sorry.
Dang it.
No, don't feel dumb. I mean, that's we learn from the cards like that.
Yep.
But I will say one thing that when you saying that, I did think of the value of Stitch.
Yeah, I was
going
to
to
say,
get rid of some of the, or Dr. Facilier before they're gonna come out with one. There's some things there you can do.
Yeah, but now that I know it's 2 or less, what did you give it?
I think I give it a 2.
I do think it is still better than that. I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Cool.
Okay, and our next card up is Freeze. It is another action, and it is 2 uninkable.
It's Elsa's ability, basically.
It literally is, yeah. And it says exert chosen opposing character.
Yeah, that's you, right? Isn't it, Gunnar?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good because it's just Elsa's ability.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is just Elsa's ability, but the fact that it's a card and you can play it whenever, I think is kind of nice. Because now that I finally get to use this demonstration, someone works really hard to get their Mickey out, and then you exert it and kill it.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I wish it didn't unexert. I wish it didn't unexert next turn, but then it would probably be a higher cost.
It would be definitely.
So what do you rate it?
If it didn't unexert, it'd be 3 or 4. But
before we go to Oprah,
I'm gonna give it. torn between 3.5 and 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I think
Wow.
I think it really can get some use with exerting and then just knocking out the character.
Yeah. Leah?
Okay, that was rude.
I
But look at the card. It's
mean, you
literally
called yourself Oprah earlier.
Where's Gale?
but literally
Wait, is
look
that
who?
Gail?
Isn't Gale like Oprah's like?
Oh,
Wait, I thought like Oprah and Gale were like.
Listen, I didn't
I'd
watch a whole
always
lot of
heard,
Oprah.
like-
I
oh,
watched
no,
Drake
I
and
always would
Josh.
just I would always
And
just
Josh
hear-
was obsessed with Oprah.
I don't know. I just know whenever I hear Oprah, I would always hear Gale. I don't know
well,
who Gale
I know
is.
it's getting late, but let's stay on subject.
I
What
might
do
be
we got?
wrong. I might
I
be
don't-
wrong.
Oh, it doesn't
Sorry, Oprah.
matter. Go ahead.
Hey, Josh Peck. No, that for Drake and Josh. He was
I
his
got
name.
you. We got you. We got you there, Leah.
But
We'll tag him. We'll tag him in the
well,
podcast.
Yes,
And
tag
Oprah.
Josh
And Oprah.
Peck.
We've
And
mentioned her
Oprah,
a
yes.
lot this episode. And whoever Gale is, we'll tag him.
I don't know who that is, but we'll just come up with a random
Okay,
tag.
we got to stick to
Okay.
this, guys.
So how could I not give this a 5? It's
I don't
literally
know how you
Elsa
can. I agree.
Yeah.
with her holding the book from far away.
And the foil is so good.
It's
It is
beautiful.
beautiful.
That's a
5.
5, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
cool.
We
Wow.
basically didn't
I
need to ask you.
am gonna give it a 3. I'm just not sure yet. I'm not sure if you could just play Elsa and then use her ability.
Ooh.
But I mean, it still only costs 2, so that is kind of nice. You could, yeah. I don't know. It definitely,
We're going to have to see.
yeah. So I'm gonna go 3. I'm just gonna go 3.
I think it has potential.
Yep.
And our next card is
Ooh.
Friends on the Other Side. I'm sure everyone knows what this does, but just in case you don't, it is a 3-cost inkable card, and it says a character with cost 3 or more can tap to sing this song for free, and it lets you draw 2 cards. One of I'd say one of my favorite draw cards.
One of the best draw cards in the
Yeah.
game. I'm going 4.5, sticking to it. I may say when we get closer to chapter 2 that this is a 5. It just kind of depends. I mean, it depends on what the meta, like what shows up, what doesn't show up. But I think around kitchen tables, I think this is going to be played a lot because people like to draw cards. What do you got, Leah?
I'm gonna go 4.5.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. It's good. It's good. I agree.
I really like his silhouette.
I
That's
love
so
it.
good.
It's and
a
with the
beautiful
cards
bird.
floating around and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
it's just really cool.
Not gonna lie, I thought those were
Wait.
books.
It has green. Does it have every color from all of the different sets? Because there's amber within the, and then there's emerald.
Where's the red?
Oh,
The red's in the very back,
Yeah,
right there.
Oh,
but I definitely
maybe.
don't see amber. Maybe
Amber's-
on the cards.
Amber's the
Oh,
yellow.
duh. I'm like amber.
Yeah,
I
yellow
don't
on the
see.
cards.
No, steel. Steel is what I
Oh,
was
steel.
Yeah, there's
thinking.
no
And
steel.
blue
I
Yeah,
guess.
and
and
blue.
sapphire.
Well, never mind.
Oh,
It
that
was
is
a
cool,
theory.
though.
It was
It
a
is
theory
cool.
for
It's cool.
a very split second.
I mean,
It's
there's
gone
villains
now.
in green. There's not many in amber. If there was a bunch of villains in amber, I'd be. Although Hades is in amber,
That's
so
true.
maybe that's what they're saying.
You love Hades.
Play green, yellow, and purple together because they're all bad guys. So
That's illegal.
combo those. I said combo. I meant combo.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Well-
right. I posted in there's with Pixelborn. It's a really cool. It's kind of a cool like tabletop simulator type thing. But I posted because I thought somebody was playing illegal cards, and here my image file was wrong.
Oh,
So I
Well,
was
that's
like,
not really your fault. Though.
no, but they were playing a Tigger that was evasive, and I'm like, and he had 2 other colors. I'm like, wait a minute, you can't do that.
Oh.
So I posted in the Discord, where do you report somebody cheating? And then somebody's like, check your cards, bro. And I was like, looked, and it was like a 2/4 Tigger. So it was not the right, it wasn't the right art. So,
oops. Well, my theory died really quick.
yeah,
But it's still a 4.5.
4.5.
I'm
Gunnar?
gonna give it a 5. I
5.
think
Oh,
it is.
wow.
It is
Wow.
what
You've
it
been giving
is-
out a lot of 5s.
I do. I save the
Of course, I
5
haven't really
for
given out.
really important cards.
Have I given out a 5 in purple?
No,
yet?
we
I
gave
don't
out.
think
We
so.
gave out a lot less today than we did.
Well, we didn't give many in
yellow.
amber either.
We gave.
No,
we gave
we're
a
pretty
few
tight.
more in
We're
amber,
pretty
though.
tight. We're pretty
But no,
tight
yeah,
with
I
those.
think it is one of, if not the best draw card in meta right now. Okay, our next card is Reflection. It's another song. It is a 1-cost inkable card.
You can sing it.
You know, a character
Why are you
with
singing?
cost 1 or more, so any cost, can sing this song for free. And it says, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them back on the top of your deck in any order. I always like cards like this, where it's like,
Yeah.
you look and then see what it does.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like being able to see what my next few turns will be because it lets me plan out.
You can see the future. You
Yeah.
know it's coming.
So because of that, I'm going to put put it at a 3.5. Because I don't know if everyone will play it, but me personally, I like to see my next few turns and know what to do.
What do you got, Leah?
I love this
5.
card. No, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh.
But like,
that's understandable.
look at her face. Like,
It's beautiful.
Because the left side is who everyone wants her to be,
is.
and the right side is who she really is.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that
is really cool.
Also,
I didn't
her
even
hair
notice
has
that.
sparkles in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Mm.
Oh, I think it's the stars reflecting.
Yeah, I think so. But I just love that little callback to like the movie where she like who the people wanted her to be and who she actually truly is.
I will say though, it would be cool if her clothes were also like
half and
I would
half.
like it if she went full Two-Face.
Yeah.
Two-Face.
And I am just gonna give it a 2. I here's my thing. Here's my reasoning. Are you ever gonna sing this? Why would you take a 1 cost?
Yeah, you're never
and
gonna
sing it.
this.
It just doesn't seem
You're
right.
never singing.
I would rather play another 1 cost card and then play her on turn too. Like that just seems. Or I guess here's your thing: if you don't, where this really works well is if you don't have any characters yet and you have no characters that you can play,
and you want to see.
Yeah, and you can put them back on the deck in any order, so you can bring that character up. Yeah, or if you're really digging for a Stitch, Rockstar, or you're digging for Dr. Facilier, this is like a great way to see it and then put it on top, so you know you get it next turn. So I can see that, but I'm gonna do it too. I don't know how many people play it. We'll see.
Yeah, but our next card is Magic Mirror. It's an item, and it is 2 cost and uninkable, and its ability is Speak. And it says you can tap it, exert it.
Yep.
I can't remember
for
what it's
4
called.
cost.
Yeah. So you can tap it for 4 cost to draw a card.
Seems expensive.
That is
so
expensive.
I think
expensive.
Beast Mirror is like 3,
and it lets you
and
do.
it's only when it's empty.
Thing,
it is
right?
only when it's empty.
It is only when your hand is empty. But
jeez,
jeez,
some people like Magic Mirror though. There's a group of community on Twitter that likes Magic Mirror. So if you're a Magic Mirror lover, let us know.
This is good in a blue deck. Again, it's good in a blue deck. I feel like a lot of purple cards are good in a blue deck.
Yeah, purple blue might be the way to go. Of course, blue with anything is pretty good
because it's ramp.
And I get to rank this one. I am going 1.5.
Oh boy,
you are being very gracious.
Yeah, I could have went a half.
Leah,
oh yeah, 0.5.
0.5.
I did it.
0.25.
Don't give me any ideas.
I'm doing 2.5.
Wow.
I don't think the art's like that amazing.
Plus,
it's like breathtaking, but they also didn't have a lot to work with because it's just the Magic Mirror.
He's literally he has like a minute of screen time in Snow White.
Well, and not just that, but every time I see Magic Mirror, I think of Shrek. So.
All right, Gunnar, what you got here? We're getting to the
0.5.
0.5.
You should not have given me any ideas.
0.5.
He is a 0.5.
All right, we have 2 cards left.
That is the lowest. Man, he's gonna bring our overall ranking down a lot.
2 cards left. What's this one here?
Okay, so our next card is Ursula's Cauldron. It is a 2 cost card. It is uninkable, and it says its ability is Peer into the Darkness. So you may tap the card to look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one on the top of your deck and the other on the bottom. This is like that one other card we had. It was one of the characters.
Yeah, and it's also like the brain one.
Yeah,
it's very similar.
Oh yeah, that was what I'm thinking of. Train your brain.
Yep.
I think the fact that it can stay around might actually make it a little bit better because you only have to spend the 2 once.
Yeah.
Right? Like you only have to spend that 2 ink once, and then you just get to keep it.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
No,
I could see it being used, but I really don't think it's gonna be like. It's not like a meta changing card.
Any card that's free to tap to play, any item like that is a much better card already. It's
no Magic Mirror.
Yep. No. Go ahead, Leah.
The foil on this is really pretty.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
4? All right. And I am going to give it a 3. I think that I don't know for sure. I think anytime you can look at cards, that's huge. Anytime you can get rid of a card that you absolutely like your late game and you see 2 little itty bitty cards, you can keep one of them, but you can get rid of the other one. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm sticking to it is 3.
Yeah. So our next card
and our last card.
Oh yeah, our last one too. So our next and last card is White Rabbit's Pocket Watch. It is a 3 cost inkable card, and its ability is I am late. So you may tap it for one ink. So again, another one that costs ink to use its ability.
But only one.
Yeah, it's only one. And it says chosen character gains rush this turn. They can challenge the turn they're played.
I think. Let's see. I get to rank this one. My last ranking. I really have not played with it enough. That's my biggest problem. This thing's been around a while, and I always am like, man, I should put that in a deck, and then I don't. I would say like 1.5, 2. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2 just because again, it's only one cost to tap. So after you're past 4, now the next time if you ink and you're at 5, now you can play this and a 4-cost card. So it could be like a beast almost on the same turn. So you could play a 4/4 attack with it on turn 5. But yeah, I'm not that impressed.
Yeah, I just.
What do you got, Leah?
I actually really love the art on this card. I love that the Queen of Hearts is referenced in the watch itself. With the,
oh yeah, the hearts for the hands.
I believe in the movie it's been a really long time that the 5 o'clock is referenced for the time of tea with the Mad Hatter.
Maybe. Is it? 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I don't quote me on that. It's been a really long time since I watched Alice and
Ara had been watching the Alice Bakery on Disney. Like she watches a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one kid's show.
Yeah, it reminded me. Oh look, there's the Mad Hatter. There's Cheshire Cat. All those fun cards.
So I'm gonna give this a 5 just because of all the little mini details in it.
That is probably okay. That is probably the 5 that I disagree with you the most on.
Yeah.
Actually,
no. I actually can see why she gave it a 5.
Yeah,
it's actually
the
really
foils
pretty.
are really pretty. The Queen of Hearts on the reference. The 5 o'clock for the Mad Hatter.
If you've made it this far, guys, this is really I really want the debate. Who thinks this is actually worth a 5?
Fine.
No, I'm kidding. No. 5's good. I think it's right for you. I could see that. I'm just interested to hear what we hear in the comments.
If you have any disagreements,
just don't yell at me. I'm sensitive.
Nobody's gonna yell at you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
trash our opinions in the comments.
If anything, they're gonna yell at me because I'm the mean one. Come on, Gunnar, what you got? Final rating of the night.
I was just looking through some of the just purple cards as we were talking about this. Mm-hmm. There are maybe 2 cards that I could see being worthy of actually needing rush. All the other cards are so weak, they don't really need rush. And the fact that you have to pay an ink on top of it.
Yeah, I always hate paying an ink.
I don't like this. I think it's a 1.5.
All right, 1.5 it is. We end with a 1.5. Again, guys, thank you so much if you're still here. Reminder on the contest, if we would love to get some more subscribers. That sounds very desperate. But we do. We want you to subscribe. Why? Because we want you to see our content. We want to interact with you. We want to hear from you. And as we get further along, we just want to get better and better each podcast that we do. And so, again, if you follow and we get up to 50 subscribers, we are going to give away another one of our art that we took to Disney. It was just printed up art. It's nothing special, along with a picture of the character if they signed and we got a picture. And we'll send that out. Actually, Kim should be getting hers here soon. We shipped it out this last week, and we're waiting to hear about our second winner. But how we get there is you guys hit that subscribe button, or as Gunnar says,
ink that subscribe button.
That's right. Gunnar says ink that subscribe button. I love that. That's perfect. So ink the subscribe button, and Gunnar, why don't you give us a little bit of an outro tonight?
Yeah. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Make sure to ink that subscribe button. And until next time, just ink it.